A girl gives a lot of money to a beggar woman. The beggar woman is surprised to see so much money and asks, "Why are you giving me this money?" The girl with attitude replies, "Come with me. I need you to do something for me." The beggar woman says, "What kind of work? You're not trying to trap me, are you?" The girl says, "Just tell me whether you'll come with me or not." The beggar woman replies, "If it's easy and decent work, then for this much money, I can do anything for you." The girl says, "Let's go." The beggar woman stands up and says, "With this much money, I'll become rich." The girl's grandmother says, "She will look beautiful in good clothes." The girl says she must look beautiful to me as well. The girl walks away with attitude, and the beggar woman mimics her and follows. The girl calls her father. He sees her, gets happy, and hugs her. The girl says to her father, "I've brought a surprise for you." The beggar woman, now dressed in nice clothes, looks beautiful and graceful. The girl's father shakes hands with the beautiful woman. The woman says, "How are you?" He replies, "I'm fine." She says, "Let's go home, then we'll talk more." The man's greedy girlfriend and her mother arrive. The cunning girlfriend says, "You all are very nice. Your daughter feels like my own. Who is this woman?" The man says, "My mother will tell you." The older woman says she will now stay with us and take care of my granddaughter. The cunning woman's mother says, "With my daughter here, what's the need to bring another woman to take care of the child? My daughter can take care of everyone." The daughter tells her father, "Stay away from that greedy woman." The father says, "You shouldn't speak like that." The cunning woman scolds the girl in a low voice. "You be quiet." The beautiful woman interrupts. "Why did you talk to the child like that? Why did you scold her? Is this how you'll take care of her?" The cunning woman replies, "Who are you to say anything to me?" The beautiful girl, while leaving, says, "You're a very clever and arrogant woman. I'm leaving." And she leaves. The girl's grandmother stops the woman and says, "Please don't leave. I know that woman is greedy and deceitful. I want to save my son from her trap. Only you can save this house. Please, don't leave us." The beautiful woman says, "I don't want to stay here, but if you ask me, I'll stay. I'll do my best to free your son from that greedy woman." The old woman says, "I will always be grateful to you. This is the biggest problem of my life. Please solve it." The beautiful woman says, "I don't really want to stay, but for your and your granddaughter's sake, I will." The greedy woman comes to the girl, scolds her, and says, "What kind of drama are you creating in this house? Fix your behavior or I'll get you thrown out and turn your father against you." The beautiful woman overhears everything and comes to the man. She says, "Come outside quickly." The man says, "I can't. What's the matter?" The beautiful woman says, "That deceitful woman is scolding your daughter and getting angry at her for no reason. How can you let someone like that take care of your child?" The greedy woman pretends and says, "I was just helping her study." The man says, "I heard everything. Why were you speaking to my daughter in anger? Is this how you'll take care of her? It seems like you already hate her." The greedy woman says, "I was just correcting her. She had written something wrong." The man asks his daughter, "What did she say to you?" The daughter says, "I was doing my homework when she came and started scolding me and arguing." The man says, "My daughter never lies. I can't keep you here." Just then, the man's mother and the cunning woman's mother arrive. The mother says this mother and daughter are con artists. They trap people and take money from them. Their character is very bad. The man asks, "Is my mother telling the truth? Tell me honestly." The cunning woman tries to make excuses and says, "It's nothing like that." The man says, "Leave quietly or I'll hand you both over to the police." The greedy woman says, "I came here to ruin you, to take your wealth and property, but you're lucky you escaped." The cunning, greedy woman and her mother leave. The man says to the beautiful woman, "Will you marry me?" The beautiful woman says, "I have no one in this world. I can't marry you, but I will stay in your house and take care of your daughter and mother." The daughter says to her father, "Make my mother marry her for my happiness. She will agree." The man says, "I have no objection." The elderly woman says, "Please agree for the sake of my son and granddaughter's happiness." The beautiful woman agrees. A beggar woman had such a pure heart that she saved a broken family and brought happiness